Welcome to Year 9 Options Evening for Drama. So this presentation will give you some information about BTEC Drama Level 1 to 2. So firstly, I just wanted to acknowledge that actually, although this is a BTEC, it's Level 1 to 2 Tech Award, which is the equivalent to a GCSE. So for this course, you will study 3 components. Those components are Component 1, Exploring the Performing Arts, Component 2, Developing skills and techniques in the performing arts, and finally Component 3, Performing to a brief. So I'm now going to take you through what each of those components involves. The first component is all about exploring. So that means it's about exploring what theatre is and what it can look like, so you get a real understanding of the different styles and genres within the performing arts. So the overall aim of this component is to get a taste of what it's like to be a professional actor, dancer or musical theatre performer. For this course, we are focusing on acting. In this component, you will explore performance styles, creative intentions and purpose. You will investigate how practitioners create and influence what is performed, and you will also discover performance roles, skills, techniques and processes. So as part of that, you will watch and analyse 3 different pieces of live theatre. For Component 2, the overall aim is to develop your skills and techniques as a performer. Okay, so for that you will take part in workshops, classes and rehearsals. You will gain physical, interpretive, vocal and rehearsal skills, and then you will apply these skills in a scripted performance. You'll also then reflect on your progress as you go through it and your performance as well to discover how you could have improved. So essentially, this component is all about developing your skills as an actor. For Component 3, you're starting to then apply all of the skills that you've gathered and learned about in Component 1 and 2. So the aim is to consider how practitioners adapt their skills for different contexts and put this into practice in a performance. What that means is you will actually create your own performance. So if we just look back at Component 2, this is where you actually perform a scripted piece of drama, so something that has already been written, whereas in Component 3, you are creating it yourself with a small group. So you will be given a particular stimulus and brief to create your performance from, and that is what you should use to drive your ideas. You'll build on your skills in classes, workshops and rehearsals, and then finally you will review the process using an ideas and skills log. Once you've done all of that, you should have a performance which you will perform to a chosen audience, and then once you've done that performance, you reflect on how it went in a final evaluation. So how are you actually assessed for this course? For Component 1 and Component 2, both of these units are internally assessed and worth 30% each of your overall grade. For Component 1, you will submit a presentation or a written blog. That presentation will be all about the 3 pieces of live theatre that you will have watched and studied. For Component 2, recordings of you in workshops and rehearsals will be submitted, along with recordings of your final performance, and you'll also submit a written process journal. The written process journal involves you reflecting on various milestone lessons throughout the rehearsal process, as well as the final performance. Component 3, your devised performance, is slightly different. Rather than being internally assessed, which means assessed by your teacher and moderated by BTEC, you will be externally assessed. This means that we will record your final performance and submit your work to BTEC, who will award you a grade. That means that your teacher does not get any say in the grade that you achieve for Component 3. In this course, there is no written exam. However, written work is assessed, so there will be written work throughout the different components. In terms of post-16 opportunities, you could go on, if you wanted to stay at sixth form, to study BTEC Level 3 Performing Arts, which is the equivalent to an A-level. In terms of career opportunities, it's important to acknowledge that it doesn't matter if you don't want to be a professional actor, because drama can help you in whatever career that you decide to go into. The reason why it's so good for any career is because of the skills that you develop. For example, communication, teamwork, time management, confidence, creativity, cooperation, concentration and empathy. There's many more skills that you'll develop in drama, but those are some of the key skills that make you a very employable candidate. In terms of some specific careers that you might want to go into that are very linked to drama, there's a whole load of possibilities, such as acting, technical design, costume designer, stage manager, film, law, a police officer, and plenty more. I hope this presentation has been useful to you, but if you do have any further questions, please email bburridge@holgate-ac.org.uk. You can also click on the links that are given here to find out more information about the BTEC Award and find some useful videos to give you a bit more information. Thanks very much for listening, and I hope to see you next year.